supplemental to your in-person class learning, so your things that you're learning with a live teacher. So that's always the best way to learn. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a layered short combination. Now we're going to learn this first without the shimmy layer, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put the layer on top of it. If you're not yet at layering and you're still working on your basic fundamentals, then of course you can do this at that step as well. Okay, for starters, we're going to have a figure eight. So we're going to use a figure eight in 3 halves. So we're going to have a figure eight half out to the right, out to the left, and then we're going to come back, and doing this right-hand side, we're going to stop as our body comes flat to front, and then we're going to shift our weight to the left, coming flat across with a slide out, and end with a hit at the side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there. So of course, this is where you can put a layer on this, and you can put your shimmy on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shimmy, hit. Okay? Now we can also put some arms on this. So we're going to take the shimmy off for a second, and we're going to do our arms. First third, we're going to bring the arms in. Second third, we're going to open the arms out. The third one, we're going to take the arms up to the top. As we slide out, they're going to come out and pre-frame a little space for our hit right there. So when we put that together, we have in, out, up, slide, hit. And as we do this, we're going to turn the body a little bit and look that way as well. So one more time like that. In, out, up, slide, hit. Or with your shimmy, in, out, up, slide, hit. Now let's look at the next part. So we just landed right here. Now we're going to take a different kind of figure eight. So that was a horizontal figure eight. Now we're going to take a vertical figure eight coming upwards, which I like to call a sway. You might call something different. So again, taking it one part at a time. We're going to come up and in, up and in, up and in. And we're going to take our ribs up, down, tuck the pelvis, and drop the pelvis. So coming back from here, we have up, in on the left, up, in on the right, up, in on the left, up, down, tuck, drop. And of course you can do that with your shimmy as well. So coming from here, up and in, up and in, up and in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to take the shimmy out and we're going to put the arms in. So we just landed over here. So we're coming up and in, up and in, up and in. Here's our third one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put the shimmy back onto this layer. So we just came back into here and we have up and in, up and in, up and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. So let's put both halves together. And let's start out with our movement by itself without any shimmies and without any arms. So we're going to have right figure eight, left figure eight, right figure eight, slide, hit, push up left, push up right, push up left, up, down, tuck, drop. And now with arms. In, out, up, slide, hit, up and in, up and in, up and in, up, down, top, drop. Okay, now let's do it with our shimmy. Shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left, shimmy to the top, slide, hit, shimmy up and in, up and in, up and in, up, down, top, drop. Okay, so we're going to do this with a little percussive track, and you can take this in whatever stage you want. You can take this in your just movement, you can take it movement in arms, movement in your hip, movement in your shimmy, or all three, or build them up just like we did. So take it any way you like. So as you may have noticed, as we finish this combination, and we have come from here to here to here, and out, up and in, up and in, up and in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it puts us on the opposite side, so we can go straight from one into the other and repeat this on the opposite side. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The first time we do this, we're going to do it just with the hip movement. The second time, we're going to do it with the hip movement plus the arms, and then we're going to go through one more time, and we're going to add the shimmy on as well. Okay, so the first time each side, just the hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, hips right, left, right, slide, hip, up and in, 1, 2, 3, 4, left, right, left, slide and hip, up and in, up and in, up and in, 1, 2, out arms. All together. Okay, so I hope you guys like that little drill slash combo. So one of the things that I teach when I teach my layering workshop, I teach a workshop called Bellydance Layer Cake. One of the things I like to teach in that workshop is when you have 3 things going on, that you do each one of those things first. So the 3 elements that we have in this particular example that we had today are the hip movement itself, the shape of it, the arm pattern, and a hip shimmy, so a sustained one. So when you look at this, and the 3 ways to kind of practice this together would be to take, like we did, just the hip movement and by itself, the hip movement with the arms, and just the hip movement with the shimmy. And then a pair that we didn't do that you could also do is just a plain sustained hip shimmy with the arm pattern. And that's another kind of pair of things that have to work together. And then you have just, your shimmy and your hips, and then you have your arms and your shimmy. So basically you want to take all of your different possible combinations and put them together. Usually when you do something like that, you'll find one of them will give you more trouble than another, and so that kind of helps you to sort out what your thing personally that you need to do to get that thing to work. And you can take that same deconstruction kind of a technique to anything that has multiple things. It could be footwork and a hip shape and arms, or it could be a shimmy and arms and something else. Whatever it is, start to pull apart the layers and look at each one individually and make sure you really mastered it. And then also put them together in different ways. So you can kind of find the place where the wire's a little short circuit, so to speak. So that's a really good technique for kind of decoding and debugging some more complex, different little combinations and drills. So I hope you guys like this one, and I hope you got a good practice technique out of it. Remember that in-person is really always the best way to get your primary learning, and I'm so glad that a lot of you out there are finding these helpful. But please do get yourselves into class with a good quality teacher and get some in-person learning. There's really no substitute for it. So have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys right back here in the studio next week.